right, good morning and welcome to the August 4th meeting of the Paulding County Board of Education, and welcome to the first day of school. We are all excited to be here, and I know the students and teachers are excited to be back. And at this time, we're going to go ahead and invite Jay Cathy with FCA to the podium. And Jay, if you will, introduce your special guest that's with you this morning. And he'll lead us in our pledge and prayer. And if everyone would please stand.
I've got my oldest daughter with me, Aiden, 23, graduate of Jacksonville State, Communications and Marketing, and it took my boss to say, why aren't you hiring your daughter? You need help with all that stuff. So she's working for FCA now, so we're glad to have her. All right, let's take it to the Father. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we do, just my thoughts right now go to the word invocation. That we're asking you to be present, Lord. You're always present. It's us who miss out and forget to include you. So, Lord, right now, anything in our minds or our hearts that doesn't honor you or your creation, we ask that you remove it from us so that we could truly call on you, Father. We need you. Lord, it's said that to whom much is given, much is expected. In your word, Lord, you said that in the book of Luke. And you have given much to the Paulding County School District. And there is a lot expected of the people in this room and the people all over the county right now. 37 campuses, Lord, over 30,000 students, parents, families, trusting the staff of this school district with their biggest investment, Lord. So we don't take that lightly today, and we know that none of us, from the superintendent all the way down to every staff member, none of us take it lightly, Lord. So we need you. We need you to move, Lord. Your word says that every good thing comes from the Father of lights. That's you, Father. Today is a good day to see all these kids getting safely onto campuses, Lord. We do ask your protection. We ask protection over administration, staff, cafeteria workers, bus drivers, safety, maintenance, Lord. There's just so many that go into getting this done, Lord, and we're glad to be back at it today, Lord. It's been a great summer, and God, we just ask you in a mighty way, Lord, to bless the Paulding County School District, not for our glory, but for yours, so that when people see this place, when people come and become a part of this community, they can say something's just different here, and Lord, let it be you that's different. Father, we thank you for all that you've done. We thank you for all that you're going to do, and it's in your high and holy name we pray. Amen. All right, let's stand for the pledge here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, at this time, I'll take a vote for the minutes from July 21st. So moved by Ms. Lyons.
Second.
Second by Mr. Clayton. Any discussion? All in favor, please show by raising your hand. Motion passes with Ms. Sauer abstaining. And at this time, I'm sorry, we need to adopt the agenda for today. I'll make a motion to adopt the agenda.
Second.
Second by Mr. Clayton. Any discussion? All in favor, please show by raising your hand. Motion passes unanimously. And at this time, I'll turn it over to Mr. Barnett. He's here.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to day one. Similar to prior years, as the school year gets underway, we want to update the board and community on two critical functions that help make a successful opening possible, and that's human resources and capital projects. So I've asked D. Carol Fennessy, our Chief Talent Officer, to provide an update to the board and community this morning. And she comes up, we will say, that each school year, Human Resources undertakes an enormous task, recruiting, hiring, onboarding, and supporting thousands of employees in a very tiny little living space.
Small window.
As far as timeline and budget. So thank you for ensuring every classroom and campus really is equipped and prepared for the school year. So I'll turn it over to you.
Some of the things that I was about to say. So good morning, everyone. We appreciate this opportunity to just share some of the work that has kept the Human Resources Department busy this summer. So of course, while other people were winding down, we started to amp up. And it is a team effort. Every single person that works in the Human Resources Department has been extremely busy this summer, making sure that vacancies were filled, like he said, that new administrators were trained, that teachers were certified, that substitutes were secured and trained, that teachers were lined up, and that leave options were taken as intended, and most importantly, making sure that employees were paid correctly, and a slew of other things that we've been involved with this summer. To that, we had the opportunity to bring a new member onto the team. We're excited that Dr. Cynthia Davies was transferred to us from the Teaching and Learning Division. So she's been a part of the important work that we've had going on. So now I'm going to bring her up along with our Executive Director, Jennifer Gavant, and they're going to share some more of the details about the work that has gone on within the Human Resources Department.
Good morning. Every year it seems we come around quicker and quicker to this moment and this day, or maybe it's just me getting older, not real sure. But we started off the year this summer with our classified career fair. And I cannot tell y'all how excited it was to be packed in that gym at Diane Wright and sweating outside because we're welcoming so many people that wanted to be a part of the school district in a classified capacity. So you can see the numbers. We welcomed 268 attendees to that event, which is greatly increased from previous classified fairs. So what that tells us is we have more of our community wanting to be a part of the school district in any capacity, not just teaching in the classrooms. From that, we had 26 hires. Now, that may seem like a low number, but a lot of these are in the process of becoming substitutes in capacities like school nutrition, transportation, and substitute teaching. So that number is really low when that represents just those direct new hires, when we have a lot more that are engaging with the district right now in order to become employees in the future. So we're really excited about that. These are just a few more photos from that event. We could not capture all those people in one or two photos, so we're sharing a few here for you guys to look at. We did have staff from our schools come and work in feeder patterns in order to meet candidates, talk to them. We had a lot interested in classified roles like a paraprofessional as well as clerical positions, and they worked in those feeder patterns so that they could speak to candidates. So when we start looking at our summer statistics, we had 334 new hires this year. That's a large number. It is larger than we had last year. And we can see our 195 certified and 139 classified. A number we want to point out here that is higher from last year is the transfers with 649. That's understandable as we've opened our new elementary school as well as had a boundary realignment. So we welcome that opportunity to even out our schools, but you're going to see a higher number in those transfers here. But with the separations that you see, 311, of course our first question is, well, what are we seeing here? The number one reason for those was resignation. Number two, very close behind, is retirement, because we do have a lot of our educators that are reaching that retirement age. But with that, still 92% overall retention, and that was consistent across our certified and classified sectors. So we're staying strong with that, and so we're excited about that number. That is not a bad number at all, especially when you consider all the retirements that we have. The best number that's up here at the bottom is that 20 paras that are moving to teacher positions. Last year we had 9, and so we're seeing that increase in our staff that want to move from one position to the other and become educators. That speaks a lot to the culture in our district, in our buildings, and that we have educators working next door to these paras and working as their administrators and saying, have you ever thought about teaching? Have you ever thought about being a teacher? And really engaging those in that. One thing I'm really proud to share with you guys is that our PDAP program had our first undergraduate completer that graduated from KSU in May with her teaching degree and bachelor's. And she is one of these 20. She'll be starting her year in an elementary classroom at Allgood Elementary this year. Very excited for her and that opportunity, that's a life-changing opportunity for her family. So where does that leave us? What are we sitting at today? Well, I'll tell you, these numbers were as of last Friday, so they have changed because they move quickly this time of year. We do have some classroom positions. You see the 5 teacher and 11 para vacancies. Most of those were last-minute vacancies. These weren't openings that we've had for a long period of time. But all of our schools have staffing plans and have individuals that are being vetted right now by Human Resources in order to staff those positions and bring those to you as hires in future board meetings. So you will see those filled very soon. That S&P number may seem high and scary, but again, they have a strong subpool in that area, and they're evaluating their participation in the first few weeks of school. So they do not see any expectation of a disruption in service for that because of those.
Can I ask a question? Sorry.
Is that number traditionally as high this time of the year?
It is a little higher. That the school nutrition number, it is a little higher than last year, but again, they have a staffing plan, and when they look at their need in their buildings, we traditionally see a higher number for them right now, and then they're going to start filling based on what they need to fill in those allotments. Because they don't want to overstaff a school that doesn't have the participation in lunch program, and they're going to decide that usually in the first 3 to 4 weeks of school.
Thank you.
But they are confident with their subpool and have a staffing plan to make sure they meet those needs.
Traditionally, the numbers rise and fall, though. Isn't that correct?
For what kind
For participation. At the beginning of the school year, more kids are in the cafeteria, parents are more excited about it, but by the middle of the semester, the numbers start decreasing because that's just what traditionally has happened. So if you staff based on the beginning and then you see participation wane in the middle of the semester or going into the second semester, what happens then? Because then you're still overstaffing.
They do balance out mid-year, or if they see large gaps during the semester, because they're tracking that participation really monthly. And they're seeing where they have those gaps. They will make adjustments to those, but we see a lot of that happen mid-year, like in that January, March, they do adjust.
And it is their preference to start off with that large number of vacancies.
Okay.
Because they want to wait to see whether or not they actually need to do those hires. So that's their preference. They keep it that way intentionally, so that when they do the evaluation, they're only hiring the number that they need to actually hire. And that's, like Jennifer said, is typically around the mid-year mark.
Got it. Okay.
Ms. Gavon, I had a quick question. How many of our parapros are in the program? Because we started the program to move from parapro to educator some years ago. This may not be the time for that, but I'd love for the board to get an update on how that program's moving, how it's getting supported, are we growing it, et cetera, et cetera. Fair? Okay, thank you.
So again, even in safety and security and transportation, they have staffing plans, and they have some recommendations already in the pipeline that we're vetting right now in order to bring to you to get fully staffed. I know especially in that safety and security area, that's a goal for us to do as soon as possible. But transportation is confident and ready. They were ready to go this morning. They had everyone in place, and they feel good about those numbers as well. All right, so now that we've looked at all of our staffing and vacancies, we're going to turn our attention to how we prepared our new administrators and teachers to the start of the year. And I'm going to let Dr. Davies talk a little bit about our principals and new teacher orientation.
Good morning. So at the beginning of July, we had the opportunity to work with some of our principals on a principal boot camp for HR. It was required for our brand new principals. It was highly recommended for anyone with those 1 to 2 years of experience, but it was open to all principals to come. We felt really good about the participation. All of our new people came, and we had a handful of veterans as well. So we had 18 participants total. You can see up there, those are the 6 brand new principals. We do have 2 additional principals that are new in their place, but they have been principals before. We had 1 new director that joined us, and again, 4 veteran principals, and then the rest of them fell in that 1-2 year range. So we felt we had really good participation. One of the other things that we do during July is we welcome our new teachers to the district. It's one of my favorite events. Dr. Trina Williams is our professional learning coordinator, and she really is the mastermind behind this event. It's a 2-day event. On day 1, we invite all teachers that are new to the district to join us. We held it at PB Rich this year because our numbers have grown again. And that's just an opportunity for everybody to kind of get to know each other, kind of learn part of the Paulding way, and really arm our teachers of what do you need to start when you enter your building for pre-planning, and what do you need to do to start that first week of school with your students. Then day 2 is just the brand new shiny pennies. It's our people who are brand new to the profession. So as you can see, at our first day, we had 170 new teachers participate. Second day, we had 85 brand new teachers, 13 vendors came, and we had approximately $4,200 donated for the event. So we felt really good about welcoming our new teachers. This is one of my favorite things that we do at New Teacher. Mr. Dillon comes out with the drone, and he takes a group picture of all of us. So very successful event. And I think that is it for Human Resources this morning.
So I just want to say thank you again for giving us the opportunity to share some of the things that we've had going on over the summer. The work keeps us quite busy, but it is actually work that we do with passion and conviction. So we thank you for that. Any questions, we're happy to answer. Mr. Nolan will make sure that we get you an update on the PDAP program, where we are, where it's going, and we're excited to talk about all the participants and the success that they're having. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, Dee. Thank you and your team for all you do.
One thing I wanted to comment on, and it's to Dan's point, that is very exciting that we had 20 parapros that have become teachers.
Absolutely.
That is so exciting. So it's an excellent program, and I look forward.
We need to be able to talk about it a little bit louder, I think.
We need to brag a little bit, you know. We're a little bit modest, but it is a
But to
bragging
see
point that
how
we will
many
bring
more
up.
that are in the program will be great as well.
Absolutely.
Well, I think it's important for parapros to understand that, we're looking at every level and how do we help everybody grow in the district, not just
Right?
class 5.
Absolutely, and that you'll see a lot more of with Dr. Davies' position, with her being the Executive Director of Talent Development. The goal is to make sure that we're preparing people to be success in their current role, but also giving them the adequate training and the tools they need to move in another role as they're looking to move up in the district. So you'll see a lot more of that and hear more about that position and the different things that we'll be able to do with her. Yep. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So on the 18th, we will host our new principals, as we've done in prior years, so the board get a chance to kind of spend a little bit of time with them. So we'll do that at the next board meeting. Well, just like Human Resources in charge of human capital, we have someone in the room who's responsible for physical capital. So Doug Carey's here. I've asked him to give us an update. And again, while students and a lot of our employees enjoyed summer, you and your team were hard at work. So if you would give us a brief update on your summer activities.
Absolutely. Good morning, Mr. Board Chair, members of the board, Mr. Superintendent. I'm really excited to present today some of the work of the Capital Improvements Department, but it's not only the work of just capital improvements. This is a collaborative, group effort between school district departments across the board and the community leaders all coming together to make all this stuff happen. And this is just a small snapshot of some of the work that we've got to show you today. Many more projects, but I'm going to go ahead and dive into one that you're all, I think you're all very familiar with. This is Crossroads Elementary School. We are so excited to have this school online, and here's a picture from our ribbon cutting, and we had a great event that day in July. The weather was nice to us, thankfully. Great open house experience, and we are excited for our inaugural year at Crossroads Elementary. Really, I think the big bonus here was this was a collaborative effort across almost every school district department is impacted by bringing on a new school like this. So this is the work of school district departments working together, finding out what makes the best building. So, and this was also a collaborative effort for community leaders, business partners all across. architect, contractor, the whole 9 yards. And we've got 54 instructional units ready to go for learning today. So really excited about this one. Very soon, we'll be starting the first phase of a new bus refueling facility, I suppose. And it's going to be on the undeveloped portion of the property there at Crossroads. So in the image there, the school building is over here, and over on this side is where Seven Hills Connector comes across. So you're seeing a bus lot there. There's going to be an additional connecting road as well. Over here, it connects the refueling site to the bus loop to help keep some of the traffic off Timberwolf Drive there. So also what you see is 49 bus parking spaces, 49 vehicular parking spaces, a restroom facility, and then future refueling for propane, gasoline, and diesel. So we're really excited about that. Another project that was very large for us this summer was our renovation to South Paulding High School. This is our largest renovation that we've done yet in Paulding County Schools. So I've got a couple images here. This is the first phase of 2. So this summer, we worked on improvements to the exterior. So what you're seeing here is some repaint, new gutters, downspouts, new HVAC, new roof. These were things that we desperately needed on this school building, and we're really excited to have finished now. Interior scope, among other things, right here you see we refreshed all the hallways. So everybody that walks through those hallways has a new experience, a brighter experience, new flooring, paint, walls, not walls, lighting. So everything's refreshed, everything that you see and touch. So really excited about that. Inside, got a new weight room, expanded weight room, new JROTC downstairs. We've got new broadcast video lab we're really excited about to support CTAE. And let's see, what else do we have? Okay, all right. And keep it going here. Another significant piece of work that we worked on was we brought to life the multi-purpose athletic buildings at 4 of the high schools. This is a floor plan that you've all seen. And here's some images here of the exterior. And remember, this project was really addressing boys and girls locker rooms and boys and girls sports. And we really feel like we've got it done here and got it working out to really benefit all the schools. So each school, it's the same prototype, but they've all been decorated with their own logo and colors. And we feel like a few of the finishing touches are going on this week, and they should be ready to go as well. So like I said, there's many more projects that we worked on and have ready out there. There's a small snapshot. We're really excited, and we're really thankful for the support that the board has given us. So we couldn't have done it without your support. We're very grateful. And I'm open for questions if you'd like to ask any.
Thank you. I was fortunate enough to be able to visit the athletic building at South, and it's a good project. It's a good building. It's good for facilities. It's going to be great for the students. But, well, there's no but, it is. So it brings about the question for me of scale, so to speak. When we do good things, the district does good things, and it works out well, and it is very, very, very cost efficient, which the board likes. It makes me think about, and I know my colleagues agree, duplicating it. Maybe not to the exact scale at South, but when we talk about middle school facilities and some of our larger elementary schools, the need for not necessarily athletic buildings, but I think, what's the term we want to use? Multi-purpose buildings, not trailers. It's one of those things that obviously we think about that could solve a lot of challenges for the district short and long term, especially given that, okay, we see this works out, we see how it was built, and we see the cost of it, and, you know, the potential use. So, so maybe not at this point, but, you know, more information at appropriate time, and building that into, you know, the long-term plan for the district.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yes.
Hey, Doug, I know that the lighting is complete, the LED lighting upgrade. What about, give us a little update on turf. Is turf?
Turfs, yes. The all five, that's one of the categories that I didn't show, but all 5 high schools have the turf complete, and the athletic lighting is complete. So we're really excited to have that finished, and the lighting along with the new turf really makes the experience great, and we're really excited for football season this year. Should be really great.
And I had a question also. Did we finish the sound systems and all of the auditoriums in the schools too?
Auditoriums are well underway. There's some finishing touches that are still there, and we're in deep conversations with the contractor on a daily basis to get them over the finish line. They're to a point where they can be used in the schools. They are not to the point yet to have full theatrical productions, and that's the final hurdle that we're trying to get past. And as we get more information, we're passing that out to the schools.
I had a question presented to me from the public asking about the new turf and the lines that were drawn on the turf. Is there a plan going forward for lacrosse and flag football lines on that turf, or is there a reason why we should not do that?
Some of the schools have those lines incorporated. Those were the schools that had that had existing support for those sports. It could always be added later, you know, if we evaluate the cost and the need. But that was just something at the time when we designed the turfs. That's what the need was.
So it was based on the school is how you made those decisions?
Yeah, that was feedback from the school that defined what lines to use was involved, yeah.
So your AD got involved and said, give us this, give us that? Is that
Absolutely,
okay.
absolutely, yeah. And it could be changed, it could be added, at a cost, of course, but anything can be added later, because those lines are actually stitched in. They're not built in like a carpet. They're actually stitched on top.
Okay.
It's labor intensive.
But they can be painted on, the new line she's talking about? Painted on the turf?
They can be put in. We'll have to evaluate. I mean, if the turf manufacturer puts them in, they actually put them in permanently, and it's stitched in.
Right.
But anything can be done to them, yes.
So Doug, what's the status on the COs for these athletic buildings?
As of this morning, 3 out of 4 of them have COs, and the 4th one is supposed to have it on Wednesday.
Great.
So it's in various stages. The fire inspection gives the CO to the contractor, and the contractor has some items they have to work out before they give us the piece of paper. So that's unofficially that's where we stand with it today, and we're monitoring that on a daily basis.
Are they all going to be open before Friday?
Yes, they should be. 3 out of 4 of them are now. The 4th one is supposed to be done by Wednesday.
When you get opportunity, can we have some more information on that process of getting the CO and
Oh, sure.
yeah.
Yep.
And just to make the comments of it, people don't ask. East did not get one because they already had a very large field house that could accommodate both genders and the spacing that they needed to.
That's correct. The primary mission for the athletic building was to create, you know, equality and more opportunity for girls. And East already had that large facility that the accommodation could be made there already.
All righty. Thank you, Mr. Gary.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, with your permission, I'll move on to growth and success for all. And for that, we are just going to have a quick update this morning on our strategic plan, which is entering its 5th and final year, and Dr. Jason Gregatis is going to tell us a little bit about the timeline.
Good morning, board members. It's everything we just talked about all has to do with the strategic plan. So a lot of the initiatives, things you just heard about from HR, succession planning, growing from within, what you heard about capital plans, all of that was developed in part of our strategic plan. So August of 2021 is the last time we were going into the final year of a plan. Each one of you were on the board at that time, with the exception of Ms. Sauer. Some of you have been on the board for multiple strategic plan development. So you've been there, you've experienced the development, how we've monitored over the past 4 years. I will say that Ms. Sauer has extensive experience in this, and over 25 years ago, she asked me to be on a strategic planning team with strategic plan, and where I first fell in love with this process. But it's hard to believe that those 5 years have gone by so quickly, so we're about to jump into the development of another strategic plan. And as I mentioned, this is one of the most important things that we do as a school district. Your input and what we engage with the community helps develop our plan for the next 5 years. So what you see up here is our current strategy map. So this is the strategic goal areas that we developed over 5 years ago with input. So we're about to kick off that process again. I'll go quickly because everybody is really familiar with this. But this is the timeline for the strategic plan. So we're going to start in November. That's the first button up there. We're going to start in November, on November 10th. Thank you, Michelle. Did you get that? Oh. On November 10th, we're going to partner with GSBA again. So GSBA is going to come to the board retreat on November 10th. As part of our whole board training, they'll take us through a SWOT analysis that the board has been through before. This helps us set the direction for that strategic plan as we launch off. The next 3 steps that you'll see that'll take place in November and December is getting out to our stakeholders, so engaging the community. The last time we went through this process, it was fall of 2021. And you might remember that was a time where we were having difficulty bringing people out into the public. It was during COVID time. So that strategic community engagement session that we had over 150 folks show up to that, which at the time was a great turnout. So we'll have that again in November, hoping for a bigger turnout. After that, we will open up, GSBA does a stakeholder survey. So they like to compliment us all the time, but our community likes to engage, especially in surveys. Maybe not as much as our calendar survey, but we had over 2,000 responses the last time we did a strategic plan survey, which was a great turnout for us. After that, in December, that strategic planning team will have its first session. So if you remember, that strategic planning team is made up from about 30 to 40 stakeholders across all levels. We have community members, we have post-secondary participation in that, we have parents, teachers, administrators, paraprofessionals, students who are the most popular at those meetings, and then we also have 2 board members that take part in that strategic planning team meeting. So that's getting more of the feedback from that community. After that, our action team members, so we develop action teams here that take that information, take the feedback, the direction that those committees give us, and they start to build the meat of the strategic plan. So the strategic planning team in the community helps us with the goals and objectives. The action team starts looking at action steps, how we're going to monitor those initiatives, looking at our balanced scorecard, what initiatives we want to specifically monitor to make sure we're making progress. Then in the spring, we'll take those action team member reports and they take them out back to our stakeholders. So we'll meet with advisories, student advisories, teacher advisories, our administrators. We'll take those action team plans back to that strategic planning team again to make sure we didn't miss anything that was developed in the fall. Once all of that work is done in June, we will bring the goal area performance objectives and the strategy map back to the board for your approval. So the approval will be in June. We'll implement starting July 1st, and everything will be put into Assembly in July, both the strategic plan itself and the balanced scorecard. So next steps between now and then, we're finalizing dates and locations for those meetings with GSBA right now. And then prior to our strategic planning team meeting in November, the board will have to select 2 members to be part of that process. I think last time we had Mr. Dean, who was part of it, and Ms. Glatt, who were part of it. I know Ms. Alliance has been part of that process in the past. So the
Yes, but
board
it
can
was
select.
before I was a board member.
Before you were a board member, that's
Yes,
right.
it was when Trudy was superintendent, and she and I were on an action team together. That's probably 25, maybe 25 years ago. It's been a long time ago,
As well.
long time ago.
But that's a great event. We really love working with those committees, especially the students on there. But any questions about the strategic plan or the process?
I would recommend anyone on the board who has not been a part of it to be a part of it. It is really kind of the backbone of where everything begins.
Absolutely.
So,
All righty. Thank you, Jason. Mr. Chairman, with your permission, we'll move on to the business items. We have 3 items that, without objection, will be placed on a consent agenda for the August 18th board meeting. The first is the local board training plan. So local boards of education are required to submit an annual board member training plan to the State Board of Education. The plan may be amended as needed throughout the year, and so we are presenting the initial plan this morning and a recommendation to approve the 2026-27 school year local board of education training plan, again, as a part of that consent agenda. The second item will be presented by Doug Carey, again, our Executive Director of Facilities. He's going to present our capital outlay project application. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. So this is the capital outlay project contract for South Paulding High School. The project that's under construction, this is the contract between the school district and the Georgia DOE. So a renovation was identified in SPHS 7 for South Paulding High School for various capital upgrades to aged building components. The application for the project was approved by the Paulding County Board of Ed on September 16th, 2025. This is now the contract from the Georgia DOE, and it identifies $5,228,344 of reimbursable funds paid out to Paulding County schools. And Mr. Barnett, would you like to read the recommendation, or you?
Oh, I'll do it. The
Okay.
recommendation is, to approve the Georgia Department of Education capital outlay project application for South Paulding High School. We've got a couple of weeks for you to answer questions, and but we're excited about $5.2 million. It's a big price tag for that renovation, but so we'll take all the help we can get.
That's right.
All right, thank you, Mr. Carey.
Okay, thank you.
And then finally, Cole Crowder, our newly minted Executive Director of Business Services, is going to present our fencing and gate installation and replacement solicitations. Very exciting.
It is. Good morning, everyone. This morning, I'm presenting for award our invitation for bid for fencing and gate installation and replacement. This solicitation was published on June 30th, 2026, and posted on our district's website, PCSD's Unit Procurement Solicitation Portal, and the Georgia Procurement Registry. 6 responses to the bid were received by the Procurement Department on or before the deadline of July 21st, 2026. And PCSD has found Hawk Fences LLC and ASAP Landscape Management Group to be the lowest price responsive and responsible bidders, meeting procurement specifications and requirements. And if you have any questions on those, they can be sent to us between now and August 18th.
I got a question. And I think this actually falls under safety and security. When you get an opportunity, can you update us on where this fencing and gate brings us in relation to the total, I guess, goal or percentage that the board set for what we wanted to have for fencing?
Will do, yeah.
So I think that is safety and security, though.
Yep. Be glad to do that. And this is more of a generic
It is.
award, correct? We use them for all sorts of things.
Chain link primarily, but it does include that metal fencing as well.
So the recommendation is to award IFB 26-260630, fencing and gate installation and replacement to Hawk Fences LLC, Norcross, Georgia, and to ASAP Landscaping Management Group of Decatur, Georgia. This award will be for the period beginning September 2026 through August 2027. That's the recommendation, and that'll be the third item, again, without objection, that'll be on the consent agenda for the August 18th board meeting.
Crowder,
Yes, sir.
why 2 vendors?
2 vendors, just so that we have, when heavy project season comes along, that way we've got 2 vendors ready to go. We strategically evaluate the pricing that's submitted from each of them. And so we evaluated in 3 main categories: the chain link that Mr. Barnett mentioned, gates, and then the metal fencing. And so they were the lowest bidders for those 3 categories.
So do we have them bid each process at that same time? Is that what you're doing? You're getting 2 that you can pay, and then you're utilizing them through the process to bid out each project? So they both have the same capability. You're not using one for chain link and one for metal. They both bring the same set of skills to the table.
Correct. We'll have set pricing with both of them, and so we'll get each of them to quote out each project as it comes, and then we'll use them strategically. Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, that's all we have this morning.
All right, thank you, Mr. Barnett. At this time, we're going to take a motion to adjourn to executive session where no votes will be taken other than the minutes from July 21st, and we'll discuss personnel, land, and legal. Do I hear a motion? So moved by Mr. Nolan, second by Mr. Clayton. Any discussion? All in favor, please show by raising your hand. Motion passes unanimously, and we are adjourned to executive session. We'll be back soon. We're going to go ahead and reconvene. No votes were taken in executive session other than the minutes from July 21st. I don't believe we have any public participation, so we'll move into the action agenda, and I'll turn it back over to Mr. Barnett.
Mr. Chairman, the only item this morning is a request to approve personnel report that was presented this morning, items 1 through 50.
All right, hearing that, do I hear a motion? So moved by Ms. Sauer, second by Ms. Collette. Any discussion? All in favor, please show by raising your hand. Motion passes unanimously. And that's it. All right, at this time, we'll move into board member comments. We'll start with Ms. Sauer down there and work our way down to Mr. Chester.
Just hope we have a great year. Looking forward to it.
Well, it was nice to get 0 phone calls this morning on the first day of school about the traffic. I know, I'm sorry, everybody over there is telling me to be quiet and not say that out loud. But it sounds like we had a good first day getting everybody into classes, and looking forward to the school year. I can't believe the summer went by this fast. This has been extraordinarily quick. It seems like the older I get, the faster they go. But thanks for getting everybody to school safe today, and looking forward to a great school year.
Same thing, just welcome back. It's going to be a great year, and again, proud to serve you guys.
You said the same thing. You changed it from ditto. I just know that's yes, I hope everybody has a fantastic year, and that's all I have.
I'll say I'm excited. We only have 3 bus drivers we're missing. We've been in a lot worse position several years ago, so it's fantastic. We only need 3 bus drivers. So, but thanks to all you guys for your work over the summer to prepare us for this school year. I know it's going to be a great year, and everyone have a great day.
I just want to take this opportunity to anyone in the community who is listening, if you have a business in Paulding County, and I would encourage you to become a partner in education with the school district, because now we're starting a new year, and our schools could use all the help that y'all would like to give us. And the students would benefit from it, the schools will benefit from it, the teachers will benefit from it. So I encourage all businesses here in Paulding County to consider becoming partners in education with the Paulding County School District. And I hope everyone has a great start to the new year. It's been exciting to watch all these videos of different schools and the things that they're doing, especially the one who had a whole dance team. You know, the teachers were doing all these wonderful, fun things to get the year started off with so much creativity and excitement. And I know it's going to be another great year for Paulding County. Thank you.
Everyone have a great and safe day.
That's it. All right, I'll take a motion to adjourn. So moved by Mr. Nolan, second by Mr. Clayton. All in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, everyone.